In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Davis Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will come out first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was...
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Good completion on the out. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's White. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. It's complete on the right side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you...
There he goes! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and
Pulls it in down the sideline. He got loose almost house to finally drag down at the 32. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Goss. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. It'll be 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UNC! First score of the game goes up.
And where did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Castellanos. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the 1st.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many Braves before them. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely.
And that's a line ball behind the line. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Lopez to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever.
Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Seminoles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lopez wants to fire. Caught behind the line. It's good. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's gone. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elite.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Give to the running back. There he goes! Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. And the Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Buying some time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Noles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's Gauze. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Here's the hit. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success.
Going up top. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to...
Touchdown, no! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Panthers. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. It's shipped. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. And the returner is stopped. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his tight end. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's McCoy. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Unloads it left. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They are seizing control and taking away home as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, he'll throw it. Moves away as he feels pressure. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit.
Number 96 in punt formation to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab right down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. He is having a day in the vernacular of the Seminoles. They just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he's eating. He is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players.
Wide open spaces. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got...
Touchdown Seminoles! And the stomping has commenced.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Marshall was anything but dominant, but the Thundering Herd are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Lopez to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the... From an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Hey, midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Grab near the sticks. It's White. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Lets it fly. Working that left side. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt is in the air. And the ball comes to rest right there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the snap, it's Williams. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Davis. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On the direct snap, it's White. Grab near the marker, it's Castellanos. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Noles! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and we talk about tackling as a defense all the time. 3rd down, money down. They catch the football. Nice job breaking on it, getting them on the ground, and not allowing any yards after the catch.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Caught in the backfield, it's White. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love it. And quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Lucas. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up in the 1st.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
The Tar Heels will call on their punt team.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got it in the middle. It's Blackwell. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now on first down from the 40. They want that clock to run. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be 1st down, goal to go. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by them.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Quick release by the QB. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Still on his feet at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Johnson looking to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Defense still has a couple of timeouts here, David, but the offense ought to have things well in hand.
Well in hand.
He's loose. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next